What's up everybody, it's Beasneeze, back at you again with another video. It's pretty exciting. I've officially made the dates official on my Japan trip this fall, and I've started to buy, I have almost every lodging taken care of, and I just need to save up money for food and getting around, train pass, which is way more expensive than it was last year, and I'm very excited, and I'm going all over the place. So I decided to make a video about what my plans are in each city. I don't think I'm going to do every city because I'm going to, I want to say like 10 different cities. Yeah, I thought I'd bring you guys along with me. I definitely am going to be, I'm not going to like have my phone all the entire time on my trip, but I think it'll be fun to bring you guys along and be like, what's up guys, I'm in blah 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 blah. And when I went last summer, there was so much that I wanted to do, but I honestly forgot about it as soon as I got there because I was so in awe of everything there. And I don't regret it at all. I still had an amazing trip, and I think I wouldn't do it any differently. This time, I kind of want to have some things set that I want to do because it's good to have a little bit of structure, as I've learned. I was so anti-structure for a long time, and I was like, I just want to be spontaneous, and I just want to do things, I just want to walk and find stuff, and like, that's fun, and I did that a lot on my trip, but one of my most fun days, I talked about it a little bit in one of my older videos, but one of my most fun days was when I went to the different locations in Persona 5 in Tokyo. And that was one of the most fun days because I ended up going to places I probably would have never gone to otherwise. I went to Aoyama Ichome and Sangenjaya in the game. And Sangenjaya ended up being my favorite neighborhood in Japan. Well, one of my favorite places in Japan. But I'll get into that later. That's all I really did set in Tokyo. I'd met some of my dad's friends there, but otherwise it was really spur of the moment, like, you know. So this time I kind of want to go with more of a concrete plan, and it was interesting how quickly I fell into the ebb and flow, and I don't think I'd ever get used to the hustle and bustle of Tokyo because as I've grown up, I don't think I am a super city person. I would want to live somewhere where it's not as city-ish, for lack of a better word, but I definitely like it a little quieter. I do still like the city. I just don't think I could live there because when we stayed in Tokyo the first time, we were in Akihabara and things were really hectic, and I didn't even feel like when I got back, I was like, oh, I'm still surrounded by people and it's super busy. So definitely I made a point of that when I booked my places for my next stay in Tokyo. I am a little closer, but I decided that I don't want to be like in Shibuya or Shinjuku or any of the big areas in Tokyo. So what am I exactly getting up to? I still don't really know. If you wanted this video was like, oh, what are fun things to do in Tokyo? It's probably not the best video, but when I go, please check back because I will be checking out a lot of different places, and I think it'll be really cool to see what I get up to because I still don't really know. As I was talking about earlier, I am very spontaneous, but I do have some things that I definitely want to get up to. So I'll get into that now without further ado. I kind of already touched on it a little bit, but my first time in Tokyo was awesome, but I did maybe 5% of the things I wanted to do, and that 5% was the Persona 5 locations and going to Shimokitazawa location of Bocchi the Rock. I didn't go to the bar because I heard they don't like people camping out and taking pictures, which makes perfect sense. But the highlight, like I said, was the Persona day trip and going to probably my two favorite places in Tokyo or in Japan in general, Kichijoji and Shimokitazawa, and I ended up finding some of my favorite places through that. So I also definitely, I had to hit up the JoJo bar. This time though, there are a few things that I really want to hit because I never went to the Sky Tree, I never went to Tokyo Tower, I never did any of the outlooks over the city. I never really went out of I went to Shimokitazawa, that's pretty far out. That's like an hour train ride from Akihabara. and I went to Kichijoji, which is even further. But other than that, I want to do more of that. That was what I really enjoyed, because once I got out of the super city areas, that's when I really started enjoying myself. And that's why I liked Hiroshima the best, because it never felt super city like. And if you weren't a fan of the super city parts of Hiroshima, you go out like 5 minutes and it's like a nice park or the river, or it seems just chiller, quieter. So, but Tokyo, I'm going to be staying for about 2 weeks, and I'm going to be staying in Shimokitazawa and Setagaya, so pretty close to each other. I think Setagaya is actually further from Tokyo, from the center of Tokyo, than Shimokitazawa, so it's pretty out there. But I really wanted to check those places out because I had never been to Setagaya, and there were a lot of things that I didn't get to do on my first trip, and I really want to go and check out the locations from Weathering with You, and I want to head back to Shibuya and maybe check out, they call it Piss Alley or Golden Gai. I was not a fan of Shinjuku the first time I went, and I don't think I'm going to be spending much time in Shinjuku. I really did not like it. But I think the first day I'm even there, because I know my sleep schedule is going to be ruined, I think I want to hit the Tsukiji morning market. I've heard very good things, and I'm just going to get there early. If I wake up at 5, I wake up at 5. I don't expect me to get a lot of sleep, so I will go there in the morning. It's a little far from where I'm staying, so, but I'm going to be staying near Narita, which I'll fly into. So I'll probably shoot from there down to the morning market. I should probably look up how far it is, but I'll be fine either way. It'll be cool to, I've never went to a morning market ever, so it'll be really interesting to check that out. And I saw a video. I'm not going to bash anybody. I'm not going to call them out or anything, but I'm a big Fishman's fan, as anyone who knows my music taste knows. They were my #1 artist last year, and I really want to go to Mount Mitake and what was formerly Mitakeko Bridge, where the Long Season album cover was shot. The bridge isn't there anymore because the typhoon blew it down or something. I saw a video of these guys going to the location, and they were like, oh, let's take a picture. And the place where they took the picture is like obviously cordoned off, and it's like, don't go. It's probably in English too. I didn't see the sign, but then they just jumped the fence and started taking pictures, and all the comments I saw were like, oh, I gotta do this too, that looks super fun. And no one thought to be like, maybe we shouldn't be going into places we shouldn't while we are a tourist. And that is a big point that I want to emphasize in all of my videos. When I go to Japan, you are a traveler, you are a tourist, you do not live there, and it is important to be wary of their rules, regulations. Japan is a very, very different country than anywhere you're going to be coming from, so it's important to be extra cautious. I remember when I went the first time, I was almost overly cautious, but you'll get used to it as you go, and I'll be there for over a month, so I have no fear there. And even as careful as I tried to be, I was not perfect. And I still was a stupid foreigner a lot of the times. It's important, like the things that are happening right now with that convenience store by Mount Fuji, or like there's so many things with foreigners having issues, or being an issue, I should say, in Japan, is just people not being cautious and respectful of a different culture. It's not hard. I promise it's not that hard. You just, But like I said, I'm gonna be splitting my stay into 2, maybe 3 parts. I think I might I'm gonna be staying in Shimokitazawa and Setagaya, but I think I might stay closer to Tokyo Station for the last day, just because I don't want to have to go super far if I'm going from Tokyo all the way to Hagakure. I'm really excited about. I was gonna go straight from Tokyo to Sapporo, but I decided against it because it's an 8.5-hour trip, and that's like the entire day. So I'm splitting it up. It's like a 5-hour trip to Hagakure, and it will be like 3-hour trip from Hagakure to Sapporo, doing my math. So that'll be really cool, and I'm very excited. And I know the least about Hokkaido. I know they have good food. I've watched a lot of Chris Broad videos about him in Hokkaido, so I know food to check out. I know places to check out, but I am especially clueless. I'm gonna be staying in Hagakure for one night, but from what I saw, I almost wish I made it longer because it looks like such a cool city. And but that's every city I'm going to. Like I researched it in advance, and everywhere I'm gonna be going, I'm just super excited about. And as you should be on a vacation. So I am definitely excited about hitting Shimokitazawa again. Like I said, I really want to get to the locations from Weathering With You, Your Name. I mean, Your Name's not really in Tokyo, but it is a little bit. And I just want to see like the McDonald's from Weathering With You and stuff like that. I think it'll be really cool. And go to the Nintendo store again. I'm not going to the Nintendo Park, but I already did that. Been there, done that. I think Tokyo is probably my most planned out. I'm not, by no means am I like, all right, today I'm doing this, today I'm doing that, at this time I'll be doing this, and then we go from there to there, and then by this time I need to be, no. I definitely have spots I want to hit and things I want to do, so Tokyo will be busy, but Tokyo is always busy. It's the city that never sleeps. From there, like I said, I'll be going to Sapporo, but then I will stop in Hagakure and then go to Sapporo. And then Sapporo, I really am just looking to explore because I don't know a lot about it. And I am just going to take it in and go to some restaurants, try to make some friends because everywhere I go, I feel like I meet new people and I get new experiences. So I'm just excited to see what I take away from Hagakure and Sapporo. So I'm just excited to experience it. So moving down, I'm going to be staying in Aomori for a night with my English teacher friend. So he will definitely, hopefully, make an appearance on the channel. And I'm very excited to meet up with him again because I met him at a Trico concert last summer when I went to Japan. And he helped me get through the line because no one spoke English, obviously. And they were trying to tell me that I needed a drink ticket. And I did not know what they were saying to me. So shout out to him. And shout out to him for pushing me to, I was in Sendai at the time, and shout out to him for being like, yo, go back and ask those people if they want to get food, because he had a train to catch, and I was about to ready to leave, but he was the one who pushed me and was like, hey, go talk to those people and have a good time, and I ended up making a memory that I will never forget, and I got beef tongue with a group of people that were super nice. Shout out them if they ever watch this video. Love you guys. So it was just an unforgettable experience, and I will always be indebted to him for helping push me out of my comfort zone, because that's something I wouldn't usually do, and it helped me kind of realize for my next trip that I just need to keep going out of my comfort zone, because if I just stay in my bubble, I won't experience enough and I won't do as much as I would otherwise. So that's something I really need to emphasize. Otherwise, my next trip will be after Aomori. I don't know much about Aomori either, so he'll be my tour guide. But for my next trip, I'm going all the way down to Kanazawa. And Kanazawa, probably the most excited I am to go to any city, because I've been to almost every other city I'm going to be hitting, because I'll be going from here to, I haven't went to Kyoto, but then Osaka, Hiroshima, Fukuoka I haven't been to, but this one I'm really excited about. I've heard so many good things and it looks so beautiful, and I ended up falling in love after doing some research, and I am just staying a week in a really cute place, and I could not be more excited. So it'll be really cool. I heard it's kind of like a mini Kyoto, and I am excited to experience that because I'm going to be going into Kyoto after, and I'm excited to kind of compare them. I'm going to be staying in a pretty traditional style Japanese home. I'm obviously not going to post it and dox myself, but I'm really excited because it looks really cool, and I will definitely show you guys around when I get there. I think it's going to be really fun, and I kind of just want to make it like after the hectic Tokyo, I'm going to just make it a chill, like get some matcha, go to cafes, like really just chill out. That's the whole trip. It's not going to be stressful. I mean, getting there will be stressful. Tokyo Station will be stressful. Tokyo will be, I don't want to stay stressful. That's not my point, but I will be pretty busy in Tokyo, but there are a lot of people I still want to meet and I hope I make some friends in Tokyo and Kanazawa and everywhere I go. I hope I meet new people like I did on my last trip, and I know I will. So Kyoto is my next trip, and Kyoto, famous for its gardens, temples, and more. Surely that's why I'm going. Nope. We're going for the life-sized Eva, baby, and the Nintendo Museum, which will apparently be open when I go, so I'm very excited about that. But jokes aside, I actually will be going to the famous Q Musadera, all that. So I know it's gonna be busy, and it's fall, so I'm really excited to see how it looks, but I know it's also gonna be super busy, and I know it's gonna be beautiful, and I'm just gonna try to get there early because I won't be staying in Kyoto, but I will be taking a train from Osaka to Kyoto because I'll be staying in Osaka for about a week, and I'm gonna be meeting up with some of my friends there too. And I'm meeting 3 people in Osaka, so Osaka is definitely a happening place, and I'm very excited to see it. So Kyoto's gonna be really cool. Osaka, I only stayed in 2 days, but the first night I was there on my own, I snuck into I didn't sneak, but I walked into a sushi restaurant that had nobody in it. It was like this very minimalistic sushi restaurant, and there's 2 people working there, and they knew absolutely no English, and I showed them my phone to order, but it was an unforgettable experience, and they were super nice to me, and I had the best sushi I've ever had in my life. I watched him make it right in front of me, and it was unforgettable. So, but I didn't do a lot of the super touristy stuff, and that's not really what I am intending to do, but I will try to explore more Osaka because I didn't do a lot. I went to Super Potato, I went to a couple different places, I went shopping, but I really want to take it more in and do some of the popular spots and stuff like that. Do some game shopping too, for sure. But when I was there last time, it was expensive, so I don't know if I will. I might do my game shopping when I'm in more like Hokkaido and stuff like that, because the Super Potato, I love Super Potato, but they hike their prices up, and it's all tourists there, so they know they can. So I don't know, but next stop will be Hiroshima, and it's looking like my dad will be able to join me on my trip to Hiroshima, so we'll be staying there for about a week, and we're meeting our friends back up. Shout out Rok, shout out Masaya. I am so excited to see them again. They're such cool guys. Rok's bar in Hiroshima was my favorite place in Japan, and they played Pharrell. He played Pharrell, and I got to talk to really cool people there, and I met a ton of people, and I had so much fun. And he was just the coolest dude ever. He just wanted to make sure I was having fun, and that's all he cared about. And he was so cool. And Masaya, awesome as well. Hiroshima was my favorite city because so much happened, but it wouldn't have happened if my dad hadn't have pushed me out of my comfort zone. And I fell in love with the city, and I'm excited to see what rambunctious activity I get up to this time around. So I'll bring you guys along, like I said earlier. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens. So that's that. I know I'm going to be going to Fukuoka after that. I'll be saying peace to my dad and heading down to Fukuoka. My friend Jason will also be teaching over there next fall, but I don't know where yet. So that'll definitely be a stop on my trip. If that's in Nagasaki, if that's, I don't know. But I will be making a stop no matter what, and it'll be cool to see him. So I'm not going to be totally alone. I have a lot of people I'm meeting from last trip, and I have a lot of people I'm going to be meeting who I've known for a long time, like Jason. I have people I'm going to be meeting like my dad, and I'm going to be meeting a lot of new people, so I'm excited to see what I get into. So I think something that I need to remind myself that is important is rest. And when I was there the first time, I was just in such go mode. There was one day in Hiroshima that I walked 50,000 steps, something crazy, and I was so tired the next day that I lost out on a day. Or the day where I drank a little too much soju and I was out for the rest of the day. But rest is okay, because it's important not to try to do too much, and that's kind of the goal of my 40 days is I'm staying everywhere I'm staying for at least 3, well, not Hagakure, but every place I'm staying other than that is going to be at least 3 days. So I'm gonna be trying to experience as much as I can, but I also won't be trying to do too much. So I think with the places I'm staying less time, I need to I'll be a little more methodical in what I'm gonna do. But otherwise, I think I'm just gonna be trying to enjoy myself as much as I can and just take it slow. And it's supposed to be relaxing. It's a vacation, so why would I stress myself out? There's no point. There are many more trips to Japan to come after this, and more trips beyond Japan. I want to plan a trip with my mom soon, and that'll be awesome because my mom has never been out of the country before. We've talked about Canada, we've talked about many different places, but I'd really like to take her on a trip. That'd be really cool. And I'm excited to bring you guys along with me, and I think it'll be really fun to see what I get up to. So I don't want to make this my sole purpose, bringing you guys along with me, but I definitely want to document it because not a lot of 22-year-olds get to go to Japan for 40 days. And you might think I'm stupid for spending so much money on going to Japan, and it is expensive. I don't want to talk about how much I've spent, but it's a lot, and it'll be worth it though, because this is something I fell in love with when I went the first time, and I'm going to be going again and falling in love with it all over again. So hopefully you guys enjoy, and I can't wait. So thank you guys for joining along. I appreciate it.